that I have, all right, but this is the expectation. When you come in, when it's time to start practice, we start practice, okay? We're not, whatever you had going on in the break, or you have going on after practice, does not matter. You only focus on one thing right now, okay? When you guys enter the room, and it's time to get going, okay? This is what happens at Graham High School. This is no joke. This is the truth. The guys will sit around, they'll be sitting on the wall, and then they'll be maybe laughing and talking, and then we'll say this, either myself or Coach Joe will be like, all right, let's go, start warming up. And here's what happens. This is literally what happens. You see these guys' expressions change, and they're like, okay, it's game time. Because these guys have to fight for their life in that room. They're fighting for their spot in the lineup. I will have guys on my team that are state champs that will not make the lineup this year. That's a fact. All right? Or a state placer. I know for a fact the guy that took third last year in the state is not making my lineup this year. You know what? But he's fighting to make it, and the other guy's fighting to keep him out. So what happens is every day when we start warming up, these guys get this game face. Like it's time to go. And for that hour and a half, okay, they get in battle mode. I don't care if you're 8 years old or 18 years old. That's the mindset you need to have. If you take this mindset when you practice, you're going to be able to elevate yourself past your competition. If you can't do that, if you can't take yourself there mentally, it's very difficult for you to pass the guy that does. It's going to be almost impossible because there are kids that are. All right? Don't hold yourself to the standard of your drill partner if he's not at that level. Hold yourself to the standard of what the national wrestling community is at. Okay? Next time when we warm up tomorrow morning, I'm going to come in here. It's going to be 9 a.m. We're going to start warming up. We're going to start drilling. When we do that, I don't want to hear any talking. I want to see guys standing around and giggling and stuff like that. Okay? I like having fun. For me, fun is this. Knowing that we've done our job, we've worked hard today, and then when we shake hands at the end, that's fun. Okay? Okay, let's move on. Head outside single now, and we're going to do a head outside single, and the guy sprawls. So listen, we know this. We know this. We're losing by 1 point or 2 points or whatever. There's short time left. I shoot. I know the guy, if I get to his leg, he's going to sprawl. I know what's going to happen. Despite the fact that he's sprawling, I must be able to score. Okay? I cannot get caught underneath the guy. I cannot stop moving. I have to continue to move and work to score. We're going to do that with a technique we call a head outside single, rotate double. Top 3 scoring attacks, Graham High School. Here's what they are. Number 1 is a head inside single, chase the ankle. That happens when we shoot. He sprawls, we pull him down, get the weight to the knee. That's number 1. Number 2, a head outside single, rotate to a double. That's number 2. Number 3 is a front headlock butt drag. All 3 of these have one thing in common, that is that someone's sprawling. Whether on the front headlock we're sprawling, we're dropping down to a front headlock, or 2, we're shooting and he's sprawling. Bottom line is, when someone sprawls, there's a score going to happen. We want to be the guy scoring. We shoot a head outside single. Here's what's going to happen. He sprawls. As he sprawls, now just imagine I'm with my partner. All his weight is coming down and it's on my shoulder, okay? If I don't move, what happens is his leg goes back, the weight comes down, I go forward, the weight ends up on my head, my arms get extended away from my body. I don't want to let this happen. What I want to do is continue to move, get outside his body, and get the weight to his far knee. We're going to do that by simply rotating on our right knee. I'm going to step up with my left foot. As my left foot steps up, this is really propelling force behind my motion. As my left foot steps up, I'm going to windshield wiper my right foot. Look at my right foot, it's going to do a windshield wiper motion. Notice, when I do that, my knee changes directions. Right now it's pointing this way, or it's pointing this way. So notice, as I windshield wiper this foot, it's just like a windshield wiper on a car or a bus or whatever. I windshield wiper, I'm changing directions. Now, as I step up and I windshield wiper, I'm going to turn my body, I'm going to change my level. And I change my level by my butt going to my heels. So I step up, I windshield wiper, I rotate, and I pull down. As I pull down, I'm using his reaction, his weight, to get weight to the mat. Okay? I want to get his weight to his far knee, and I want to get an angle on my opponent. It's going to make more sense with my partner, but this is the whole thing. This is the whole technique. And we're going to use this motion a lot of other ways in wrestling. Ryan? All right, so here's the hardest part about this technique, or one of the hardest parts, is this guy right here. He's got to be a good partner. What he's going to do is he's going to pull his leg back. He's going to be a good reaction. He's not going to sprawl so much that I'm extended. He's not going to sprawl so little that I can get to my feet. He's going to pull his right leg back. So I'm going to head out single and he pulls his leg back. Good. Now look, there's weight down on me right now. I can't get to my feet. Okay? So what's going to happen is I'm going to step up, I'm going to rotate. Now notice my inside hand, one in between his legs, is my right hand. It's going to go high on his leg. Bottom of his hamstring, bottom of his butt cheek, top of his hamstring. My outside hand is my left hand. It's going to go low down here by his calf. As I rotate, I'm going to pull my elbows in my stance. My left foot steps up. As my left foot steps up, I'm going to windshield wiper, and as a windshield wiper, I'm going to rotate, I'm going to pull it down. Let's look at my position, just relax right here. Notice, my knee is pointing across his hips. Earlier, we finished a double leg lift, we finished a step across. Both those techniques, I stepped across his body, I went across his hips. Same concept here. I have an angle on him, I'm ready to drive across. Remember earlier also on a double leg lift and a head outside single step across, I wanted to get all the way to his far leg, his left leg. Now I got the way to his left knee, exactly what I wanted. From here, I'll shift from a single leg. Notice I have one leg. I'll shift to a double. I'll either shift here inside or here out front. I'll go out front and I'll reach to his far leg, and now I'll drive. Notice another thing. Before I switch here, I've isolated his right leg. Notice I pulled in and down. By pulling in and down, I pulled toward and I put tension on the inside part of his right knee. This prevents him from squaring up and sprawling. It also helps me get weight across his body and puts weight on his left knee. From here, I shift from a single to a double, and I drop. All right, he rolls across, back to his belly, and I finish. Let's do it again. Head out, single, my partner's going to pull the leg back. All right, as he's pulling the leg back, I'm going to step up, I'm going to rotate, I'm going to pull down. I step up, I rotate, I pull down. Notice, I shift away to his far knee. From here, I'm still in my stance. I shift to a double. I do not jump over his back and reach around his back here. I shift to a double. I control both legs, and then I drive. All right, we're going to start this on our knees, and then we're going to go shot to finish. Again, I'm going to start on two knees. Notice, my head and my chest are high. If I start like this, there's no way I can step up and rotate. I'm too extended. All right, I got to keep my hips underneath me. All right, so you got to start like this. Partner's going to pull his leg back. I really want to emphasize you doing this, stepping up. This step up is going to make a lot more sense when you do it shot to finish. All right. And now see how he's pulling his leg back. I step up, windshield wiper, rotate. I'm getting my body to go outside his hips and get across him. I step up, I windshield wiper, I rotate. Notice, I got the weight to his far knee. Now I switch from a single to a double, and I drive. Partner, he's doing an excellent job. He's doing a great job here. What we're doing is we're going to pull the leg back. So when Ryan's on my leg, I'm not standing straight up like this because he would be able to drive his feet. I'm doing this. I'm sprawling that leg back. He steps up with his left foot, windshield wipers, rotates. Notice, he gets basically out the way. Now he has an angle on me, he switches from a single to a double, and he drops. Defensive guy, when you pull that leg back, as he rotates, I want you to end up doing this. Go to two knees and a hand. Let's do that much. 1, 2, 3.